Hey folks, everything new under the sun. This is one that I didn't think I would actually see maybe in my lifetime. I guess I should have expected it. I think the time has come. Persecution on Christians and the faith that we have, what we believe, is, I think, officially here. When you have Franklin Graham being denied access to the UK potentially over his views on homosexuality and Islam. And I would correct that. It's not his views, it's what the Bible states about this. And I think this is going to take off from here significantly. This is going to spiral quickly into significant persecution and discrimination against Christians. All right, I have it off to the side just to limit the ads, and excuse me, I can get sick. But yeah, just to limit the ads, I can't put it into reader mode, unfortunately. The Daily Caller, this is the Daily Caller website. Thousands of UK residents demand that Christian evangelists be refused a visa. More than 6,000 people have joined members of the British Parliament in demanding that the American evangelist Franklin Graham be banned from the UK over his views on homosexuality and Islam. This is getting crazy. I mean, now they're treating him like a Islamic imam or some racist person, and boy, this is interesting. This is direct discrimination, lack of free speech in the UK. Are they going to start deporting people because they don't? They have different views on homosexuality and Islam? A petition posted at change.org demanding the ban garnered more than 6,000 signatures and alleges Graham, son of the famous Billy Graham, made several comments about Islam and homosexuality that violate UK's hate speech laws. So, of course, looks like a Muslim there, Afzal Khan, Gordon Marsden, Paul Maynard, who is also a minister of the Department of Transport, voiced opposition to Graham's upcoming visit to Blackpool and demanded that he be refused a visa. Isn't it incredible in this day and age that we see this coming? A Christian nation that would have said this stuff from the pulpits, and now they're banning people to their country because they're saying what the Bible is saying. It's incredible how far we've come. Honestly, to me, this is amazing stuff. Speech likely to promote prejudice and hatred is grounds for the government to refuse a visa. Help us stop this man getting a visa to come here to spread his hatred, the petition reads. The petition lists some of Graham's posts on Islam, in which he called it a violent religion, which was wicked and evil. Now, I think if you follow the Bible, you have to agree that if you don't know Jesus Christ, if you follow some other faith or religion, well, those all lead to hell eventually. Those are all from the devil eventually. Because God, the God of the Bible, is an exclusive God. There is no other God but the God of the Bible. And so, yes, you'd have to call them, you'd have to admit that they are wicked and evil. They are from the devil. They are not true. They are false religions, false gods in these ones. That's just what the Bible says. The Bible is very exclusive. God is a jealous God. He does not want any other gods before him. And so Graham also alleged ISIS is Islam, which is what ISIS states themselves. They come out and say, we are Islam. We are the fulfillment, the working out, the acting out of Islam and the Quran. The petition also alleges that Graham expressed support for Vladimir Putin's stance toward gay people in Russia. Marsden said he believed Graham's views were incompatible with what Jesus said in the Bible. And I would suggest that he hasn't read his Bible. Jesus refers to the Old Testament from the New Testament, stating that God made them male and female. And so there's significant, the Bible states itself that, in fact, Graham is correct here. And so I don't know what Bible this Marsden is reading, but he goes on and says, frankly, the evidence is piling up that the visit to the UK would not be a good thing and not, probably in my view, a very Christian thing. And I don't think the UK is very Christian anymore. And they can refuse Christian influence all they want. What they're getting right now is Islamic influence and Sharia law. And look, I don't hate people who believe in Islam. I do believe, however, that they are following a false religion and something that is incorrect. The Bible is exclusive. There is only one God. All the others are fake, are idols, are made up, etc. There's one God, and there is Satan, there's a devil. And if you don't know Jesus Christ, you won't get to the Father. You only get to the Father through Jesus Christ. And that is the exclusive teaching of the Bible. Graham is planning to come to Blackpool for speaking engagements in September 2018 in response to an invitation by some local churches. Incredible, like what are these local churches preaching? Is the UK going to ban the local churches? That is next. That is what's coming next. The UK will start banning churches and calling the preachers hate speech, and they will start monitoring the sermons of the pastors who are simply reading the Bible. This is incredible news, and this speaks to a level that we're at with persecution, with acceptance or non-acceptance of Christianity and speaking the truth, with the acceptance of the truth. People don't accept the truth anymore. They will not hear it. And the Bible says that. Let me see if I can find that verse here. See if I can find it real time. People won't accept truth. Bible verse. Let's see if I can find where it says it. I have the verse top of my mind here. People will refuse the truth. This is from bible.knowing-jesus.com. See if I can pull it up here with my super speedy internet. Yeah, let's see if I can show this here. Can I show it? So just a couple of verses, just pulled basically randomly here. Jeremiah 17 says, "Yet they did not listen or incline their ears. They stiffened their necks in order to not listen or take correction." People don't want to take correction. They don't want to hear the truth, because if they hear the truth, that means they're going to have to change their lives, and that means they're going to have to recognize the Creator. That means they're going to have to give up on evolution, etc. Let's see. Deuteronomy 29, "Yet to this day the Lord has not given you a heart to know, nor eyes to see, nor ears to hear." 2 Timothy 4, "And will turn away their ears from the truth." So the people's ears will turn away from the truth and turn aside, and they will believe in myths like evolution. 2 Timothy 4:3, "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but wanting to have their ears tickled, they will accumulate for themselves teachers in accordance to their own desires." So banning Billy Graham and any of his sons, Franklin Graham, the Graham organization, banning them means that they will continue to hear what they want to hear. They'll become their own sounding chamber. They're going to foster an environment of hearing what they want to hear in the UK, and that's going to lead to their demise. And it goes on. You can look at tons of verses where people will just not accept the truth anymore, and they say, just like the disciples in John 6. This is a difficult statement. Who can listen to it? They just don't want to accept it. It's too hard to believe. They call it discriminatory. They ban it. But that doesn't mean it's not the truth. So significant turn. I think this is a turning point in the UK, if there wasn't already a turning point related to its Christianness, its spirituality, its whether it's living for God as a country or moving away from God. And I think they are significantly moving away from God at this time. Pay attention, because this is coming to North America real soon.